Yo, what's up, guys? I'm going to make this video today to talk about the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns have fell into disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. This team is stacked with top players. They got Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant. And you're telling me this team can't even make it to the playoffs? Yeah, this is getting ridiculous, honestly, at this point. The Suns are an utter disgrace. I cannot overplay that because it's happened again and again and again. They got eliminated in the second round by the Denver Nuggets. That was last season. And then now this season, they have a record of 35-45 as the 11th seed. And they can't even make the damn play-in tournament. Like, are you serious? I can't. And Bradley Beal, I know he's dealt with some injury issues, especially this season. Kevin Durant has dealt with some injury issues. Even Devin Booker dealt with some injury issues. I understand this team goes through it, but the fact is, of the matter is that this team doesn't really have much depth at all. I mean, Bol is cool to watch. Grayson Allen hit them 3-pointers, and you got other players, but this Suns team doesn't have a bright future. They really thought they could go all the way out by getting Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal on the team. Especially getting that Bradley Beal acquisition. I mean, I didn't think it was necessarily going to be something special, something to hang out on top of the water, but I definitely thought it was going to make them a lot better. I mean, that's what I thought. But this team has had no playoff success whatsoever. And this team shoots a lot of threes. They get in their zone at times, but they struggle to win consecutive games at a time. And once they go through the injuries, it's like they don't really have much of a team. They took a loss recently against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Of course, they're not going to beat Oklahoma City. I think Oklahoma City is going to have a great playoff run this year with Isaiah Hartenstein, who's been a great center for them. SGA, of course, because they have a little more playoff stature in their nature with getting Alex Caruso. It's all about playoff experience, and then they already got their experience from last year, so I think they're going to topple the chain. Let me know what you guys actually think about this whole Phoenix Suns situation, because I really want to know what other people think about it, because, you can just say, they're a disappointment, but what are the Suns going to do about it? They have to trade Kevin Durant. There's been Kevin Durant trade rumors going on for a long time now, and he's goes around all about these other teams that could possibly be in Kevin Durant's future, like the Houston Rockets, or possibly him going back to Oklahoma, which would be pretty crazy. But honestly, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see Kevin Durant back in the Oklahoma City jersey. How much of a chance that is to happen? I think more of the Houston Rockets, honestly. I think that's really the team that he's going to go to. That's one of my most recent videos is Kevin Durant going to the Rockets. But this Suns team, though, has got to build now for the future. And it's very sad that they couldn't make anything happen with these top players. I mean, Bradley Beal, he was a star caliber player, a superstar for the Washington Wizards. I love those days when he was with John Wall back in the day. You got John Wall driving to the cup, kick out, Bradley Beal, sharpshooter, bang, hits the three. He was consistent back then, but Bradley Beal struggled to stay consistent on this Phoenix Suns team, and he's making so much money too. I mean, that's the only thing, let's be honest here, that's the only thing that Bradley Beal's got going for him right now is his money. I mean, I don't even think many other teams want him or targeting Bradley Beal, but Norman Powell was better. He's proven that this season. I mean, all these other teams, they got great depths, and the Phoenix Suns have not shown that yet because they struggled to stay consistent. And they got players like Ogo Egabaro, who's their backup center. You got players like Mason Plumlee, and these players aren't doing much. What is Mason Plumlee doing on the court that's going to change the outcome of the game? He can get some rebounds for you. He can get some dunks, but he can't shoot for the life of him. He can't post up. He doesn't really have many moves in his arsenal on the offensive end. And sometimes he struggles to be a defensive nature. To sum all this up, the Suns are dealing with debatably the worst contract in NBA history, and that's being Bradley Beal, a 5-year, over $200 million with no trade clause. What do they do in that regard? You can't even trade him. He's got a player option for the 2026, 2027, and it's ultimately his decision. It's going to mess them all up for their whole future. But, they have to deal with it. They got stuck with him, so it is what it is. What is the Phoenix Suns' future? They need to build now. Somehow maybe try to pull a Jalen Green, possibly make some big moves in the offseason, but they're struggling with a salary cap. This team is just falling into hell, and they need to get out of it. Trade Kevin Durant. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know your thoughts. Peace out.